The big and small mind. The concept of thinking big and small is the two sides of the coin. Man is inevitably a manifestation of those choices. Thinking is part of human, and the depth at which he thinks determines the depth of riches he has. So many had been hypnotized under the economic force of perpetual bondage of lack, which is the consummation of these factors: high rise in unemployment, global recession, inflation and price of items, global meltdown, and pandemic diseases. All these factors are consummated force why man refuses to think beyond this irretractable economic mess amidst the economic forces of hypnosis and conditioning. Much more is the ability of man to see beyond the force of hypnosis and economic dictates, which often consummate mediocrity in the human mind. The mind is powerful, and the ability to think as humans will become a product of our thoughts. The mind has an inexhaustible nature. The depth at which we think is the depth at which we have. The universe has a way of granting us our desires according to our thought pattern. The choice of thought we embrace determines our reality in the life. Life has been a product of our thoughts. If you think big, you accomplish big feats, and thinking small makes you mediocre. Mediocrity is the product of a belittled mindset. Abraham envisioned big. God told Abraham to look and count the stars in the sky. He said whatever he sees, he becomes. Abraham knew how to apply the power of thought to manifest his reality. He began to count the stars and envisioned you and I in his revelation. No wonder we still call him Father Abraham to date. Abraham had the ability to think big, and his bigness in thought determined the seed and generation he had. God, as the supreme maker, wants us to think big and positive, because he had made the laws to manifest our realities, or much more, the universe has to grant us our desires according to these laws. The law of attraction and love, which inevitably manifests whatever we think with our minds. It's an informidable law of manifestation, and the universe often grants us a version of our thoughts according to this law of attraction. David was a big thinker. David was another great hero in the Bible who knew how to harness the law of attraction to attract inevitably big accomplishments in life. The Israelites were intimidated by a big and fully fierce creature by name Goliath. He was an intimidating figure that caused fear in the mind of Israelites. Fear is a destructive weapon of accomplishment in the life, and your failure begins with fear. David overlooked the obstacle called fear and was able to harness the laws of attraction to manifest his victory. He cultivated a positive thought according to the laws of attraction. He thought big, and he was able to conquer the monstrous Goliath swiftly by the power of thought, an inevitable law that governs the universe. As a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. David thought big and became big in accomplishments, and likewise the force of mediocrity results from a small thought and belittled mindset. The ability to manifest wealth from the universe is embedded in the ability to think big and not small. If you think big, you become big, and if you think small, you are reduced to mediocre. Mediocrity is the product of a belittled mindset. Man's ability to think big often manifests a wealthy state of living from the universe, and his inability to think big, he lives in a small state of accomplishments, coupled with the life of mediocrity.